Okay, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about mental health and combating the negative stigma through a social media campaign. The presentation will take you through the issues, development, goals, and overall implementation of this campaign. So let's get started. Mental health is a present and growing public health concern. This is a concern for a broad population, but adolescents specifically seem to be having a hard time managing their mental health. There are 1 in 5 adolescents that have a diagnosable mental health condition that can lead to lifetime impairments or effects. It is important to be aware of different factors and aspects that could be contributing to these burdens and health concerns. Nearly 63% of adolescents are dealing with depression and also reported significant impairment in at least one other area of normal functioning. It is becoming more difficult to maintain good mental health, especially for these younger populations. Because of the statistics mentioned, there is a very specific target audience for this social media campaign. We are looking mainly to reach adolescents in high school, but also parents of adolescents and teachers and faculty that work with these students in high schools as well. We want to implement the campaign in Hancock County schools in central Indiana. Including parents and faculty in our campaign is intentional and can help provide a more holistic approach to increasing mental health awareness. We would also work to partner with local health departments, other schools in the county, and local hospitals and doctors. They could help increase the validity of the campaign and the trust of the community. Local health departments can help get flyers up, grow the social media presence, and also host different activities with prizes. Local hospitals and doctors can contribute information for infographics, be guest speakers in videos or live streaming opportunities, participate in Q&A sessions, and be guests at community events. This continues to help provide resources about mental health. The campaign has 3 major purposes and overall goals to achieve. The campaign hopes to increase mental health awareness, increase normalization of mental health discussions, and to increase parental and faculty engagement around mental health. We then wrote our goals into SMART objectives and gave them a timeline. For the first goal, by the end of the 2019-2020 school year, the campaign wants to see a 25% increase in their social media presence and interaction with their sites. The campaign wants to help the negative stigma surrounding mental health, especially for adolescents in high school. Nearly 1/5 of American adults suffer from mental health issues, and 18.5% of American adults have a mental, behavioral, or emotional disorder that can stem from battles faced as adolescents. The second objective is that by the end of the 2019-2020 school year, the campaign wants to start school-wide campaigns in a group that is focused on mental health education and to see a 5% increase in members and participation through different surveys and activities. Parents and faculty should have a better understanding of mental health issues, and the campaign can help with that. We also hope to create an environment at school and within homes that allows children to feel safe to communicate how they are feeling and to hopefully be better understood. The third objective is that by the end of the 2019-2020 school year, the campaign wants to see a 5% increase in parent and faculty engagement across social media and with adolescents through group interactions on these social media sites, through surveys, and their involvement in different activities. Children want to feel supported and heard. Encouraging parents and faculty to be more engaged and understanding can make all the difference for some of these students and the battles they are facing. Around 7 in 10 Americans use social media to connect with one another, engage in news content, share information, and also entertain themselves. As more people have adopted social media, the user base has continued to grow. Typically, young adults were the primary users, but older generations are now joining in as well. Strategically, we can now reach a broader population through social media. It is imperative that we pick a platform that is widely used, easy to navigate, and able to communicate our messages effectively. We will then focus on how those platforms can be utilized within a high school setting and how to make more resources available to these individuals. People need to be engaged and bought into the messages being communicated. People want passion, support, and interaction, which are all important aspects to effective engagement. Social media evens the playing field and allows for patients to share their fears and communicate about health at any time anonymously. They are also able to get responses and education anonymously and in different ways that better suit their learning style. The first social media platform the campaign will use is Twitter. Although Twitter is not one of the more popular sites, there are still 14 million users registered, and we can share infographics and links to different health information. We can also provide one-question surveys that allow for data collection, initiate a hashtag to monitor engagement, and it is a really easy platform for all users. We also want to utilize Facebook, where more than 250 million people are active. It is the most popular social media site that allows for picture sharing, group capabilities, and even a Facebook live streaming option for discussions. Lastly, our campaign also wants to use YouTube. It is a site that has nearly 100 million viewers per month and can share videos that are short and educational, provide access to other streaming services, and they can be utilized in schools and classrooms. Using these social media sites, the plan is to help educate parents and faculty about the different symptoms of mental health issues and what mental health issues their students might be dealing with. We also want to increase the overall awareness of mental health while normalizing conversations around the topic. Our plan is to implement our campaign within local high schools in Hancock County and partner with the local hospitals, health departments, and other organizations in the area. We hope these partnerships help to increase community engagement and increase mental health awareness. We want to be intentional about the messages we are communicating and how they are being communicated. Catchphrases or hashtags like United in Brokenness and Trust Built in Bravery can help start these conversations and normalize feelings around mental health. Hashtags can help connect a group of people that share similar struggles, fears, and feelings, and it is imperative for adolescents to know that they are not alone in those battles. In order to evaluate our progress and implementation, there are several options available. We can measure tweets that are posted, retweeted, or liked using our campaign hashtags. We can monitor an increase in followers, group Facebook members, and overall engagement within our school activities. And we can also see how our infographics and flyers are able to get people's attention and increase our overall participation in discussions and activities. Our short-term goals are to provide facts surrounding mental health and to increase community involvement, while our long-term goals focus on providing a more positive connotation, an increased normalcy, and a better sense of community around mental health. I can help effectively implement this program because I am an athletic trainer for a high school in Hancock County and interact with countless kids on any given day. I'm involved in other groups and organizations within the school itself and also have the ability to communicate with other businesses, organizations, and schools within our county. We also have the space and community involvement to host events to kick off the campaign and monitor our overall participation. In order to measure our effectiveness, we can ask questions about our input and outputs surrounding our campaign. Inputs are how our products can be measured, counted, and evaluated, with questions like how many population-friendly infographics have been designed or how many audience-tested messages have been developed, all fall into this category. Outputs are how products of activities can be measured and can also utilize web analytics. Questions like how many times was the campaign hashtag used, liked, or shared, how many posts did we make during the school year, or how many people came to the community outreach events can all help us answer that question. Inputs and outputs are any way that our products and efforts can be measured and monitored. Web analytics, like critical mention or Twitter analytics, can help measure social media presence as well. Some of these sites, like Twitter analytics, are meant to monitor specific sites and aspects that are unique to that platform. Twitter analytics is a way to measure and boost a campaign's overall impact on Twitter. This tool would allow the mental health campaign to measure tweet engagement, how to make tweets more successful, explore the interests, locations, and demographics of followers, and use Twitter cards to drive clicks, application installs, and retweets. Other web analytics like critical mention can monitor a hashtag or topic across a plethora of social media platforms. Users can use the tracking tools to create and share customized reports, as well as calculate earned and paid media with publicity value graphs and charts. The campaign could monitor site visits for local hospitals, mentions and interactions on Twitter, visits to YouTube, and any other site that is integrated and relevant to the campaign. This type of service provides an all-in-one view of specific media coverage across all channels. There are plenty of tools out there, and all can help monitor and measure our efforts and if we are actually reaching people. To make this campaign more successful for the future, I think we need to ensure that there is ample time to make people aware of the campaign. People need to know the campaign is happening, and increasing stakeholder or outsider involvement can also help with more community engagement. I also think student input should be taken into consideration. They are going to know what works for them and what other information they might need. They could be helpful in developing a more effective campaign. There is so much to take into consideration and be aware of in the world of social media, but that doesn't mean we should shy away from the opportunities and resources available to us to communicate these important messages. There are adolescents out there who need to understand they are not alone, parents that need to learn how to help their child navigate dark thoughts, and teachers that want to reach each student individually. We can help all of them through a productive mental health awareness campaign. Hopefully, if done effectively, we can help end the stigma, educate people, and provide skills to students regarding mental health. Through mental health awareness today, perhaps we could all have a healthier tomorrow. Thank you.